Sahasa vidadhita na kriyam, D.T. Tatacharya. So this is a very famous quotation, but it occurs in Bharavi's Kiratarjuniyam. Sahasa vidadhita na kriyam. Do not perform any action hastily. Sahasa. Yeah.
Sahasa vidatita na kriyam. Hasty work ought not to be done. Loke yah kopi yatkimapi karma sahasa vivechanam akritva tvaraya na kuryat. In this world, one should know, one should not do anything with haste, without proper deliberation.
Vivechanam akritva, without doing any deliberation, analysis. Tvaraya na kurya. So actually sahasa is equal to vivechanam akrutva tvaraya. That's the meaning there.
So loke yah kopi yat kimapi karma sahasa vivechanam akrutva tvaraya na kuryat. So kopi na kuryat, no one should do in this world, no one should do yat kimapi karma, whatever action it is, sahasa tvaraya na kuryat. Tvaraya out of haste, and sahasa is equal to, has been glossed as vivechanam akrutva, not thinking over, not discriminating.
Analysis or deliberation, as she said.
Deliberation. Should not do something without deliberation. Sahasa tvaraya na kuryat iti. Sahasa vidadhita nama tatra dha dhatu mahapranat dha.
Dudhang juhotyadi, no? It is both Atmanepadi and Parasmepadi. You have the forms. So this is Vidhiling. Yes.
Vidhiling in Atmane. Okay. And Vidadhita is in Madhyam Purusha, va? No.
Pratama Purusha eva.
Ekavachanam.
Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Okay. So a lot of Vidhiling here. Kuryat is also Vidhiling. Okay. Avivekaha Paramapadam Padam. Avivekaha Paramapadam Padam is the statement. Avivekaha iti yat tat Paramapadam Padam, apadam of danger.
Great danger.
Parama apadam, of great danger padam. It is the seat of all danger. Abode of all great danger. Avivekaha is being glossed as Param Vivechana Viraha Eva.
The absence of a great deliberation or something.
Absence of, or extreme absence of deliberation.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So karma tvaraya karma karane pravarta dwara.
I think pravartana dwara it should be.
Pravarta ityapi asti, kintu we cannot do like that, right? I was looking for that word, but pravarta is not going to work with this, right? Pravartaha, like that ta pratyanta only it is, but it can't.
Illa pravrittaha varla, pravartaha varade. Ittata varnamulya, pravartaha varade. It can have, you can
Pravartakaha, commencing, undertaking, engaging in. Just pravarta is also there, but pravartaha, but that it's an adjective, but that doesn't sound good with this word.
Pravartanam is better. So pravartana dwara is easier.
Yeah, pravartana is the act of pravartana, act. Whereas pravarta, we don't know in what sense. Is it karma, bhava? What is it? We don't know. Yeah, it's not clear.
Usually.
It's not clear.
Dhayanta shabdaha. So that means is bhave.
Yeah. Parvala. Karma karane pravartana dwara, by starting the work in, or starting in doing the work.
Commencing. Right. So when tvaraya karma karane sati.
Tvaraya karma karane apadam padam bhavati.
So now is he glossing over that whole statement? Avivekaha paramapadam padam is being glossed over like this.
Yes, that is the second part of this line.
Oh, sahasa vidadita nakriyam avivekaha paramapadam padam iti shlokaha va?
Shlokaha.
Kutaha?
Adan sonnene po idile Kiratarjuniyam.
I see.
I'll see if I can get that book. என்னலாமோ first matram irukku. I've had only the first canto. I don't know if I have the other cantos also.
अविवेकः परं विवेचन विरहः एव त्वरया कर्मकरणी प्रवर्तन.
I think it's the 15 என்னமோ முதல் 2-3 ஸ்லோகத்துல 10 ஸ்லோகாஸ்ல வந்துரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் அது.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, the scene in Kiratarjuniyam is the reason why being what is the context in which he says this?
The first sarga is about the Vanechara coming in and informing about the good rule of Duryodhana when these people are in the Vanavasa. So the whole news that he gets, Yudhishthira comes to the Anthapuram, Draupadi is there and his brothers are also there. So he talks about what happened. Okay. And then when he informs all of this, immediately Draupadi just starts, pouring out her anguish in the form of, what happened and all that. Why are you like this? Aren't you're angered by the scene and all that. But so as soon as she finishes, she actually finishes in a way that, if you're not able to act now, even now, if your mind is not, hurt by this and you're not going to act, then you might as well, sanjuhudiha pavakam iti. You should start jatadhara sanna atra pavakam juhudiha iti. You have to do a vanaprastha or sannyasa ashrama here in this forest itself. Don't even go back to the kingdom. After hearing those words, Vrikodara starts his speech. Adliye vandru in the first section liye varum adu. In the second sarga.
So using sahasa vidadita nakriyam aviveka paramadam padam brunutehi
vimrishyakarinah.
So vimrishyakarinah gunalubdhaah
swayameva sampadah. We'll read the next portion also in the essay itself now.
Oh, it comes here, I see.
Yes.
Okay, astu. Okay, so we have glossed over that shloka there in the first part, and then we continue. Yadva, he's continuing the gloss. Okay, paramapadam nama mahatam kashtanam padam nama karanam bhavati. That's what he's always the same thing that he said before.
Yeah.
So bahunam kashtanam would mean the number of difficulties. Okay, mahatam kashtanam would be the difficulties experienced by great people. Why do they experience uttamaha kimartham tatra kashtan anubhavanti? So mahatam iti mahajjananam kashtanam iti. That also you can take it as, or nama atra
mahat kashtah eva mahan iti.
Or param avivekaha eva apadam padam. Take that param to avivekaha. A great indiscrimination is the reason for many difficulties. Paramapadam. Now this goes as an adjective to apat. Great difficulties. The avivekaha becomes the reason for great difficulties.
Okay. Avivekaha
Athava, he takes that param as an adjectival feature for padam also here.
Pradhanam karanam param padam iti. So the param can go in either way, saying basically. Yes. The param as an adverb, so it can describe the param avivekaha, or it can talk about the param apadam, the mahatam, bahunam kashtanam, or param padam, the ultimate karanam, pradhanam karanam. But the interesting thing is padam is being lost as karanam, so which is also nice. Okay, it is okay. Atra nidarshanam prasiddha brahmani kulakatha. So here there is a illustration example.
Nakula katha.
Nakula katha.
Brahmani nakula katha. So here the nidarshanam, the illustration is the famous story of the Brahmin woman and the fox or the jackal.
Mongoose.
Mongoose, nakula, mongoose. Brahmani and the Brahmin lady and the mongoose. Okay. Brahmani kachit swagrihe nakulam ekam puposha. So a certain Brahmin lady in her was bringing up a mongoose in her own home. Swagrihe. Puposha, push dhatu, puposha litlakara, pratham purusha ekavachanam, right?
Yes.
Sa kadachit suptam swashishum शय्यायां शाययित्वा स्नातुं नदीं जगाम. So sa kadachit nadin jagama. So once she went to the river to take a bath, after doing what? Shayayitva, after having put to sleep Swam Shishum, her own son,
Child.
her own sleeping child, Suptam Shishum, having taken her own sleeping child and having laid the child down, Shayayitva, on the bed, on the Shayyayam Shayayitva, having laid down her sleeping child on the bed. So that Shayayitva has got a niche there
Niche.
in it. So she went to the river to take a bath. Tada Kaschana Sarpaha Shishu Shayana Samipam Agachat. So then a certain snake came close to the bed of the child. Shishu Shayana Samipam. Tam Drishtaman Tada Nakulaha. Then the mongoose saw that Sarpa, saw that snake. Drutam Abhipatya Phaninam Bahuda Khandayitva Marayamasa. So Nakulaha Marayamasa, the mongoose killed. Marayamasa is the causative of the mrudhatu, and it's in litlakara pratham purusha ekavachanam. So
तं
it,
दष्टवान् इति अस्ति महोदय दृष्टवान् वा दष्टवान् वा
oh
तं
that
दष्टवान् तदा
it should be
नकुलः
drishtavan,
இல்ல
right?
திருஷ்டவான் தான் இருக்கணும்.
Yeah, I don't know. I read it just drishtavan. Okay.
Okay. Because he is not bitten. Even before that, she acts. அதனால்தான்.
Yeah.
Okay.
So drutam
Also
abhipat.
has dashtavan.
இல்ல தம் திருஷ்டவானேவ.
So the drutam abhipatya, the mongoose quickly jumped, drutam abhipatya, kam abhipatya, paninam abhipatya, onto the snake. Paninam, so pani is one who has a hood for a snake.
Panaha asya santi.
Panahasya santi iti. Panin, okay. So paninam, so jumping on the snake, bahudha kandayitva, having made it into having bitten it off into pieces, it killed the snake, marayamasa. Atmana kritam idam shishurakshanakkarma sadya eva brahmanyai ज्ञापयितुकामः सः सर्पशोणितरूषितेन एव मुखेन नद्यां ब्राह्मणी यत्र अवर्तत तत्र अधावत्. Okay. So the mongoose tatra adavat ran quickly to that place. Yatra brahmani avartata, where the Brahmin lady was in the river Nadyam. And how did it go? Atmana kritam idam shishurakshana karma. The job of protecting the child, which was done by itself. Sadya eva brahmanya jnapayitu kamaha, being desirous of informing the Brahmin lady, the lady. Jnapayitu kamaha saha nakulaha, that nakula sarpashonita rushitena eva mukhena, with its mukha mouth which was rushita, red colored,
Smeared.
with shonita, with
Smeared.
the blood. Oh, rushita
Smeared.
Rush to smear. Okay, rouge to smear. So not red colored. It's rouge to smear. Smeared with the shonita. Shonita meaning the blood. The blood of the sarpa. With that mouth only, it quickly ran to the Brahmani to tell of its great job that it did. Ardra rakta mukham tam pashyanti sa. So that lady, pashyanti, looking at this thumb, at the nakula, which had ardra raktamutam, which had a mouth full of wet blood, sa shishumeva dashtva ayam himsitavan. So she's thinking, the Brahmin lady thinks, ayam himsitavan, this nakula has killed shishumeva, having bitten the shishum, having bitten the child. This nakula has killed it or hurt it. Tasya eva raktam asya mukhe adrishyata varnama.
Drishyata iti. So drishyate iti.
Okay, tandikaryam. So tasya eva raktam, only the blood of the child, asya mukhe drishyate, is seen on its mouth, in its mouth. Iti bhrantya, with this kind of error, tam tadaiva tatraiva shilapraharaihi vyapadayamasa. So Brahmani Vyapadayamasa, the Brahmin lady killed, Vyapadayati, killed, let's say, Vyapadayamasa, killed Tam, that mongoose, Tadaiva, in that very instant, Tatraiva, in that very spot, Shila Praharaihi, with strikes from a stone, by using a stone and striking the mongoose with the stone. Atha,
Monya, atra ardra rakta mukham is not like mouth with wet blood, or is it the mouth which with how did you say, mouth wet with blood or mouth with wet blood? You have
the
changed
mouth
it,
was
right?
wet with blood, right?
That is what we have to say.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
what you said, right? No?
இல்ல அது என்ன ஆகும்னா, but the samastha padam here is very different, no? Ardram mukham रक्तेन आर्द्रं मुखम् इति चेत् तत्र रक्तार्द्रमुखम् इति भवति, बट् आर्द्र रक्तमुखम् इत्यस्ति. सो आर्द्रं च तत् रक्तं च आर्द्ररक्तम्, आर्द्र रक्तं मुखे यस्य सः आर्द्ररक्तमुखः तम्.
So the blood is actually wet now.
எல்லாம் வந்து கத்திய சங்கிரகால சமஸ்த பதம் பண்ணி பண்ணி.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying is, instead of saying the mouth is wet with blood, the mouth is with wet blood.
So fresh blood.
Fresh blood. Okay.
Correct.
I mean, ultimately, Tatparyam is the same. The got wet blood, the mouth has got to be wet too.
Correct.
Okay, fine.
With the word, Tatparyam is yes, Vivaksha and Tatparyam fine. But the word analysis is very different.
Okay. So, Ardrancha Raktancha Ardra Raktam, and then Tadyukta Mukham iti. Okay.
What is that Vyapadayamasa?
Padayati. So, V Purvaka, Ang Purvaka, Pad Dhatu, Nich, or Nich Nasti. Maybe there is I think there is a 10th conjugation Pad also. If I remember right, I'm not sure. Yes, Churadi. But that is Atmanipadi.
Apadayama, we are two things, and then Nijante, we are having lot of words, right?
Yes, it can be Parasmapada.
Churadi usually is Ubhaypada, right? All dhatus.
But he gives specifically this Padagato as Atmanepadi. That's why. You can have V, Ang, and it could change the...
But the interesting thing is the ultimate meaning of it is Marayamasa.
Yes. Anyatra niyate.
Only if you say Padayamasa, then it is Gatavan Agachati.
So she caused him to go to heaven or hell or wherever.
Heaven only.
Visheshena. Ang Swarga Paryantam edavadhu potukkalam.
Veera Maranam tasya.
Okay. Atha sa
griham agatya yada pashyati. So then after that, when she pashyati here is
yada griham agatya pashyati, when she comes home and sees.
Is that a full verb, or is it like a present participle? No, it can't be.
Present participle illa.
Participle illa.
It's not a nice apashyatun podradhu is better, or dadarsha, something like that. I would rather put it, I'm going to change it. Apashyat potodre.
That is better.
Because we have vilalasa.
Exactly. If you put both of them in present tense, it will still be okay. Okay. So yada sa grihamagatya sa grihamagatya yada apashyat. So when she came home and saw, ta prabuddha uttanashayah shishuhu hastapadam vidhunvan hasa vikasina vadanena atmanah praharsham prakashayan vilalasa. So ka vilalasa, yeah, sa eva vilalasa. Then she was actually happy. She rejoiced. Sa vilalasa, lasdatu, to shine.
Baby, Shishu vilalasa kila.
Shishuhu vilalasa.
Oh, no. So sa.
Yes.
Vidunvan, hastapadam vidunvan.
So this is fully a description of the Shishu. Prabuddhaha, he was awake.
Okay.
Uttana shayaha, Uttana is facing upwards and he was lying down.
Yes.
Shishuhu, hastapadam vidhunvan, shaking his hands and legs. हासविकासिना वदनेन आत्मनः प्रहर्षं प्रकाशयन्न विललास.
It's a bit confusing only because of the previous part of the sentence.
அதனால யதா ததா போட்டுட்டா. If it had been a Shatru Pratyaya, then it had to be continuous with her doing some action.
Right.
So it was easier to put it in yada tada.
So yada. So when she came home and saw, then the prabuddha shishuhu, the child who was awake and who was uttanashaya, who was facing upwards on his back, basically, who was on his back and looking up, hastapadam vidvan, shaking his hands and legs, hasa vikasina vadanena praharsham prakashayan. So showing his happiness of himself is one happiness. Hasa vikasina, with smiles.
With a face that was vikasi, that was shining with hasa, smile.
With a smiling face, so hasa vikasi. Okay, with a smiling face, vilalasa. Here the child was shining. The child was rejoicing or shining. Shayya samipe sarpa sharira khandascha adrishyanta.
Khandamscha.
Khandamscha. That is that nakara. It has to be that. Okay. What is that sandhi? No, not Naschavya Prashan. It is that Anuswara sandhi that happens. That now will become
Sattva sandhi.
Tejali.
Sattva sandhi.
Sattva. It is yeah, it is Naschavya Prashan.
Naschavya Prashan.
Naschavya.
Right?
Naschavya Prashan.
Prashan. Right? So then she saw Adrishyanta. So something was seen. No, it is passive voice. So Kandaha is correct, Mahodaya.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, Adrishyanta. Correct.
So the pieces of the snake, of the body of the snake, were seen near the bed of the child.
Bed. Shaya samipe. Okay. Sapadi.
Uttana shayaha. How did you?
Uttana shaya is actually shete, right? So uttanaha shete, uttana shayaha.
Shaya, it's basically that shayaha would be a upapada samasa. Should the karta there, shayaha, the one who is lying down.
Yeah. So uttana itself is a word by itself which says lying on the back, face upwards. So uttanam yatha syat tatha shete uttana shayaha, or uttanaha shete uttana shayaha. Both can happen.
Awakened infant lying on his back.
Which means it's a very small child. He has not learned how to turn on his adnalda.
He's not learned how to roll over. Okay. Sapadi, that very instant, sa atmanaha asamikshakaritam janana prisham anvatapyata. Sapadi, at that very instant, sa janana, she knowing, that is the shanach. She
janite ityasya shanach pratyaya.
Yadatu, shanach. Okay. So she knowing the asamikshakaritam, the
hastiness.
Asamikshya.
Samikshya karoti iti samikshakari. Tasya bhavaha samikshakarita. So asamikshakari.
Her unthinking behavior, her unthinking action. So knowing of her own atmanaha asamikshakaritam jana, knowing or realizing her own unthinking behavior or action.
Imprudence.
Yeah.
Unconsidered
action. Prudence to kill the power, not just prudence.
This is more like, hastiness.
Unconsidered action.
Appa, seri, correct.
Bhisham anvatapyata.
Anutapyate, anvatapyata.
Anu plus atapyata. So she regretted a lot. Anvatapyata, right?
Anutapaha, paschatapaha, and the madri.
So paschatapa is really burning after the act. So,
Anutapyate, adedana engyo.
Exactly, after.
After, paschatiti.
Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam. No. Bata atmana poshitam. Aho bata atmana poshitam ashi visham hatva Shishum Rakshitavantam Mahopakarinam Nakulam Analochya Avadhisham Iti Atimatram Anvashochata. So Sa Anvashochata, she regretted a lot. Atimatram an adverbial.
Extremely.
Extremely.
Greatly.
Matra here is a measure. So excessively.
She excessively regretted like this. Kim aho bata oh God, oh what a shame. Atmana poshitam nakulam, that nakula which was brought up by me. Ashi, and that nakula which had ashi vicham hatva, which had killed the snake. So ashi visha would mean visha would be the poison, ashi would be fangs, teeth. Ashi visha meaning poison tooth, basically referring to the snake. So Ashi Visham Hatva, having killed the snake, Shishum Rakshitavantam, and having protected the baby, that kind of Nakulam, which was Mahopakarinam, which had done a lot of upakara to her, that kind of Nakulam, Analochya Aham Avadhisham. So Handatu in Lunga.
Lung. Avadhit, avadhishatam, avadhishan. So avadhisham adla.
Aham Avadhisham.
Uttama purusha ekvachanam.
Nakulasya mukhe asrig darshananantaram. Nakulasya mukhe asrik means blood.
Raktam.
Right. Nakulasya mukhe asrik darshananantaram. After seeing the blood in the mouth of the Nakula, kasya idam raktam asya mukhe drishyate. Whose blood is seen in the mouth of this Nakula? Asya would be this or that.
Asya mukhe nakulasya mukhe.
Idam shabdha va adas shabdha va.
Idu adas illa.
Idam da. Idam shabdha da.
Ayam.
Okay, so idam shabdha only. Okay, asya mukhe in this mouth. Okay, asya mukhe, or in this one's face. Okay, drishyate. Kim shishoho अथवा किम शिशोः अथवा अन्यस्य कस्यचित् प्राणिनः गृहं गत्वा पश्यामि. So now I should have thought like this. Whose blood is seen in the mouth of who's in the mouth here? Is it the blood of the baby kim shishoho अथवा or अन्यस्य कस्यचित् प्राणिनः, or the blood of some other prani? Graham gatva pashyami. I will go home and see. Tatah nirnayah bhavet. Then a decision will be made. Then let a decision be made. Yadi shishoho eva idam raktam tarhi tam dashtavan. Then this Nakula has bitten the baby. If the blood is of the shishu. I am dushtaha Nakulaha. This evil Nakula. Iti hantavyaha. Thinking like this, it should be killed. Iti evam yadi sa paryalochanam kritavati. If she had deliberated like this, kritavati abhavishyat. So this is the ring lakara. If she had, this is the another anapatya.
Kriya atipattau.
Kriya atipattau. So if it's a supposition being made, if she had done like this, if she had done alochanam like this on these lines, tarhi, then स्वेन वर्धितस्य उपकर्तुः च नकुलस्य वधः तेन महान् अनुतापः च तस्याः न अभविष्यत्. So then, if she had taught like this, then the death, the killing of that Nakula, of that mongoose, which was actually a helper, her own helper, and which was actually brought up by the lady herself, that death would not have occurred, and also the Mahan Anutapa, the great regret that she has right now after that deed, would not have happened. Abhavishyat is also Ring Lakara. No, actually, it's the same word. He's just repeating it.
Yes.
Mahodaya, this kind of ring lakara will always have two ring lakara words in the context, right? Because only one ring lakara will give the cause and the other one will give the effect, like that,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
it will always be in pairs, never in odd number.
Yeah, ring ring அப்படின்னு அடிக்கும்.
correct.
Odd numberல இருக்கலாம். It can be an odd number, but it has to be more than 2.
Okay.
சரியா?
2 plus.
You can have
2
3 conditional things or 4 conditional causes with one conditional effect. So you have 5
or even
ring lakaras.
Yeah.
Just keep ringing as long as you want, okay? Idam anyat abhinavam nidarshanam. Okay, now there is a new illustration. Abhinavam, which is actually brand new. He's going to give a new one. Grihinam Gopala Mishram Abhigamya Kashit Avochat. So some person having approached Gopala Mishra, who is a Grihinam.
Grihe bhavaha, grihi. Hello? So grihastaha iti.
Grihin, okay. Grihinau, Grihinaha. Okay. Having approached the householder Gopala Mishra, Kashit Avochat, somebody said, Avochat. Him. Anantaravityam Mahan Kolahalaha. In the next street, there is a great commotion. Balanam Yuddham Pravrittam Vriddhanam Yuddhe Paryavasitam Abhut. So Balanam Yuddham Pravrittam. A battle has happened between some kids. Vriddhanam Yuddhe Paryavasitam Abhut. Paryavasitam Namak.
It went and ended in the adults fighting.
Which ended, okay. It ended in the fighting of the adults. Okay.
Started as a children's fight and
I will call my father, and the fathers are now fighting. Yeah.
Tatra ekasyam kakshyayam dhurandharah bhavatputrah bahubhanuhu. So now
that's the name of him. Okay.
Tatra ekasyam kakshyayam. There on one side, Dhurandharaha, you are big, very strong son, na? You are Shiva.
Illa, Dhurandharaha, leader.
Oh, leader.
Dhuram dharati iti.
Dhurandhara comes in that Shiva's, what is that? Jatakataha Samkramabram. Ravana Stuti. Okay, Dhurandharaha. So the leader.
It's a leading Vrishabha, right?
Dhuhuna yoke, one who bears the yoke. So it is Lakshanaya and Rudhyartaha is someone who is a leader. Dhurandharaha, forerunner, strong illa, forerunner.
Or bears the weight of the thing.
Of the whole thing, yes.
So Bhavatputraha Bahubhanuhu iti yaha asti saha eva ekasyam kakshyam Dhurandharaha. Your own son is the leader of one of the factions there. Your son by the name of Bahubhanuhu. Okay. Shamapradhanaha Gopala Mishraha tad akarnya na param vishannaha abhavat. So Shamapradhanaha means one who is inclined to peaceful being, or some Shamapradhanaha. Someone who is inclined to peaceful behavior.
Yes, more like who has control over his urges or something. He doesn't. Shamapradhanaha tadakarnya, he became very. So he is a person who has control of sense organs, so he does not involve himself in fight like this, in street fights. So he became very upset that his son was involved in such a fight, and that he was the leader in such a fight.
So he is Shamapradhanaha, meaning he abhors such kind of fights. Okay, so Shamapradhanaha.
Who has Antarindriya Nigraha, right?
Yeah, Shama. So peaceful.
So Tadrishaha saha Gopala Mishraha tad akarnya nama mama putraha etadrisham karyam karoti iti akarnya na param vishannaha bhavat. So he did not become disturbed. Param
not only saddened. Not only sad, but he also was angry like that. Right?
No, he was not disturbed.
No. Tadakarnya na kevalam param vishannaha kintu Atimatram kruddhaha bhavat ngano.
Param vishannaha bhavat. When I read in a line without reading the next.
Natu vishannaha. Oh.
You know correct. What I'm saying? Param vishannaha na bhavat. Appadina
varno. Ama.
இப்படிதான் வருது. தமிழ்ல அப்படிதான் தோன்றது. ந கேவலம்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா மாறிடும் கம்ப்ளீட்.
ஆமா ஆமா இல்ல நீங்க சொல்றதுதான் ரைட். சோ தத் ஆகர்ணிய நபரம் விஷண்ணஹ அபவத். He did not become sad. Instead किन्तु पुत्रं प्रति अतिमात्रं क्रुद्धः अभवत्.
ஓகே, கிந்து புத்திரம் பிரதி அதிமாத்திரம் क्रुद्धः அபவத். ஆனா நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி if he had become dejected, ஓகே, விஷண்ணஹ
இல்ல இல்ல
He was not.
விஷண்ணஹ இல்லங்கறார். ஓ
he's not right. He's not
because
really.
he immediately acts. அதுதான் அங்க.
Okay, so he's not Arjuna மாதிரி கீழே போட்டு உட்கார்ல அவரு.
இல்ல.
Okay, fine. Okay, न विषण्णः परन्तु किञ्चित् क्रुद्धः, अतिमात्रं क्रुद्धः, न किञ्चित्.
Extremely angry.
Extremely angry towards his son, putram prati. तस्मिन्नेव क्षणे, in that very instant, गृहस्यान्तः प्रविशतः पुत्रस्य दक्षिणे कपोले अययो बलवन्तीं चपेटां ददौ पाव. So that very instant, so the grihasyantaha pravishatah, present participle pravishatah, and the putrasya of the son who was entering into the home, dakshine kapole, on the right cheek of the son who was entering the home, dadau, he gave a chapeta, a big slap, very strong, a very strong slap. Okay.
अत्र परम् इत्युक्ते केवलम् इत्यपि
न तु
न परम् न केवलम्.
Yeah, that is what is the meaning. I'm also saying not
param,
just sad. Yeah.
Param, if it could mean, so it could be, I guess, param could be kevalam.
Not only sad, but also angry.
But more than that, only because he was angry, he went there and hit him, and he, yeah. அதுதான்.
I guess param could be taken in the meaning of kevalam also then. So he was both dejected and angry. அப்படின்னு வருமா? Okay, fine. And the param shabda is always got multiple meanings, right? It's a bit
correct.
Okay. Okay. अतर्कित पतितं तं गाढ प्रहारम असहमानः बहुभानुः. That Bahubhanu who was asahamanaha, who was not able to bear, not able to tolerate asahamanaha. So this is again the present participle. Shanach once again. Asamanaha Bahubhanuhu, right? So that Bahubhanu who could not tolerate that Gada Praharam, that heavy slap, that heavy strike, Tam Gada Praharam, which was Atarkita Pattam, which had fallen without any
sudden,
without any forewarning or even thinking on the part of his father.
Unexpected.
He was not prepared to receive the slap, so it was just.
இல்ல இப்போ அந்த அடர்க்கிட்டான்னு சொல்றப்போ அந்த தர்க்கா should have been done by his father இல்லையா? So this அந்த அடர்க்கிட்ட பதித்தமனா the slap which was given out of emotion, not out of considered thought.
அப்படி நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். இது வந்து என்னன்னா without நினைச்சே பார்க்காத விழுந்த அந்த அடி. அப்ப எப்படி அந்த
okay, so the tarka is on the part of the boy. Unanticipated.
ஆமா.
And the tarka is okay. The thinking was not, the boy had not thought that he would get such a slap from his dad.
This is a ubhayapada bahuvrihi, visheshana ubhayapadama. So atarkitaha cha patitaha cha atarkita patitaha praharaha.
Satyam, parantu kena atarkitam?
Anenaiva.
Adinalda
he was surprised by it.
Okay.
He didn't have time to reflex action, didn't kick in.
Okay. Pitrenava
Anirikshitam.
Anavekshitam. Whatever. Anirikshitam.
That is better. That is clearly on the part of the boy. But this atarkita appeared to me like the unthinking slap that was given by his father. That's how I'm of it. Okay, astu. Bahubhanu, what did he do? Ha iti akrushya, giving out a cry. Ha bhumau patitah nishprajnah asheta. So having fallen onto the earth without any having lost his consciousness, asheta, lay down on the earth. Tam akrosham shrutva tatra agata ekaputra tadiya janani. Oho. No, ekaputra janani.
Ekaha putraha yasyaha sa ekaputra.
So having heard that cry, Tatra agata ekaputra tadiya janani. That mother of the mother of the boy who had only one son, having come there after hearing that sound, tadavastham tam drishtva, having seen that boy who was in that state, mritam eva manyamana, thinking that he was dead, dussahatvat, out of not tolerating that grief, tasya dukkasya swayamapi martukama, tasya dukkasya nama tasmat dukkatun சொன்னா ஓகே இருக்குமே.
இல்ல இல்ல தஸ்ய துக்கஸ்ய அந்த துக்கத்தினுடைய துஸ்ஸஹத்வாத் அந்த துக்கத்தை தாங்க முடியாத காரணத்தினால அதோட சேர்த்துக்கணும்.
தஸ்ய துக்கஸ்ய துஸ்ஸஹத்வாத். Panchami is going there. Okay, fine. Tasya dukkasya dussahhatvat. Due to not being able to bear that sorrow, swayamapi martukama, herself also becoming desirous of death, drutapadam dhavitva, having run with quick steps, jumped into the well. இவங்க கூட ஒன்னும் யோசிக்காம இவங்க கூட யோசிக்கலாம்.
Modern example where everybody is atarkita sahasa eva kriyam akurat.
Madhya ekaputra means like one son, two daughters. Can that mother be ekaputra?
Yes.
Ari இந்த மாதிரி டவுட்
சங்கரிக்கேன்னு வரக்கூடிய டவுட்.
बहुभिः शैत्योपचारैः चिरेण प्रत्यागत प्रज्ञः बहुभानुः शनैः उत्तस्थौ. So बहुभानुः, that boy, बहुभानु शनैः उत्तस्थौ, slowly stood up. What kind of pratyagata prajñah, whose consciousness had returned, chiren, after a long time. Bahubhi shaityopacharaihi, after sprinkling many cold things, like cold water, etc. on him. Shanahi, he got up. Shanahi uttasto. Parantu tasya dakshinakshi golakam prahara vegena bahiragatam. Darshana shakti shunyam tadiyam mukashobham ativa vikalam akarot. But parantu tasya dakshinakshi golakam, his right eyeball, haravegena bahiragatam, had come out because of the force of the strike. Darshana shakti shunyam tadiya mukashobham, and the glamour, the luster of his face, which was shunya, which was bereft of the power of vision. The face had lost the power of vision, and that had.
So hold on 1 minute. This is in. These are all single adjective. Tadiyam mukashobham goes separately because this is Strilingam. These are all in as an adjective to Golaka.
So one eye had lost its vision. His right eyeball had lost its vision. So shunyam, okay, bahiragatam darshana shakti shunyam dakshinakshi golakam. That golakam, that eyeball which had lost its vision and which had come out. Tadiyam mukashobham ativa vikalam akarot. That eyeball caused extreme disfigurement to the mukashobha,
beauty of his face.
Vikrita mukaha saha kanaha babhuva. He, with a disfigured face, had become one-eyed. Tanmata api kupat katanchit udhritva. Tanmata, tasya mata.
Udhrita, his mother who was brought out somehow.
Tanmata udhrita, past level. So his mother also was somehow brought out from the well, pratyapanna jivita, and then again given life again, or resuscitated. Patanabhighata janitasya shirovranasya vedanam chiram anubabhuva. So, and she also experienced for a long time the pain caused by the shirovrana, wound on the head, which had been caused by the patanabhighata janita, which was caused by the during the fall into the well, I think.
Patana abhigata, because of, sometimes when you just hit, you could hit with a force. Swimming pool la diving kattukarse theriyum adala. Sometimes you just fall flat and it'll hurt your stomach. And the mari.
patana
Impact of
abhigata,
the fall.
the strike of the patana of the fall, and then janita, something that was born from the strike. What was janita? Shirovrana, the wound to the head caused by the fall into the well. The Vedana of that wound to the head caused by the fall into the well, that Vedana, that pain, sa chiram anubabuva, she experienced it for a long time. Gopala Mishraha cha वीत्यन्तरवृत्तस्य युद्धस्य स्वपुत्रस्य च न कश्चित् सम्बन्धः इति तस्मिन् समये सः सन्निहितः ग्रामान्तरवर्तिनं सुहृदं द्रष्टुं गतः तत्रैव स्थितः गोपालमिश्रः च वीत्यन्तरवृत्तस्य युद्धस्य स्वपुत्रस्य च न कश्चित् सम्बन्धः. There is no connection, there is no sambandha between the yuddha that happened on the next street, the battle on the next street, and his own son. Na kashchit sambandha iti, like this. Tasmin samaye सः सन्निहितः ग्रामान्तरवर्तिनं सुहृदं द्रष्टुं गतः. Oh, that son, तस्मिन् समये सन्निहितः ग्रामान्तरवर्तिनं सुहृदं, a friend who was in the nearby village.
சந்நிஹிதம் அப்ப வரணும் இல்லையா?
सः सन्निहितः वर्दे.
Being nearby, being close to this person. So he went to see.
Being nearby.
Since he was nearby.
A dear friend?
No, himself. The boy himself. Saha sannihitaha. Gramantaravartinam suhridam drashtum gataha. Tatraiva sthitaha. That's all.
Sannihitaha na enna po?
அந்த பக்கமா வந்தேன்னு சொல்றது இல்ல?
எந்த பக்கமா வந்தேன்?
You know, in general, I came to this area. I was nearby to this area. So I went to see my friend. So sannihitaha saha iti karanat gramantaravartinam suhridam drashtum gataha.
Oh, so that saha refers to the friend.
Yes. No. Friend illa.
The boy.
Bahubanu. What is his name?
Bahubanu.
Okay. Saha Bahubanuhu sannihitaha.
Hold on. Leave that sannihitaha for now. Saha Bahubanuhu gramantaravartinam suhridam drashtum gataha. But then he was close by wherever that suhrit was staying. Abdi eduthukalam.
Okay.
Or if you put it as sannihitam, it solves a lot of problems.
Yeah. I know. Sannihitam gramantaravartinam suhridam drashtum gataha.
One who had come nearby, so he had gone to visit him nu potuta innu easier irukum. Sure. Na abde poturrene.
So idanim kaha sannihitah?
Adhuna tu saha bahubanuhu sannihitam suhridam drashtum gataha. Yaha gramantare usually he stays in another grama, but now he has come nearby.
Oh, yes.
So he went to visit him. And when he visited, tatraiva, on the street, he just stood there.
He was staying there. Tatraiva stood there or staying there.
But that makes no, because you want to give a good alibi for this Bahubanu. So if he's in the same village and all, it's not a good alibi. If he's in a different village, then it makes a good alibi. So Sannihitaha makes me better.
No. Yaar different village la irukano?
The boy should be Bahubanu if he's in a different village.
No, he is in the next street.
Next street. No. He went to see his friend who had been visiting the next street. That's it.
See, then see, that will be, that's not a good alibi, right? That means he was in the scene of crime.
Illa, neenga oru thara yosichu paarengo. That is not the case here. See, Bahubanu had just, it so happened, coincidentally, he went to the next street because he knew that his friend was visiting.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And he just stood there.
Yeah.
Avladha.
Kevalam sthitah eva. Tatah pratyagataha, and then he returned from there. Iti cha tattvam janan, and knowing this truth, having come to know this truth.
Illana, 1 minute, sorry. Now, instead of the visarga, you take out everything and then make it into a samastha padam.
That'd be great.
Yeah, then we can get.
Okay, so he went to the gramantaram and as he was returning from there. Is that okay? Tataha pratyagataha iti cha tattvam janan.
Kasyachit vachana shravana matrena. So just by hearing the words of somebody who who was in error, who had some mistake in his mind. Upanipatitam atmanah atrena upanipatitam bhrantasya kasyachit vachana shravana matrena
By just listening to somebody's words, somebody who was under the wrong impression. Tasya vachanam shrutva.
Tasya vachanam shrutva upanipatitam atmanah
இது பகுபானுவே இல்லன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இது கோபால மிஸ்ரன் தான் வெளியில போயிட்டு திரும்பி வந்தான். பாத்தீங்களா? நம்ம வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்டிங் ஆஃப் த சென்டென்ஸையே விட்டுட்டோம். உட்கார்ந்துட்டு குழப்பின்னு இருக்கோம் இங்க. Start from the beginning here.
கோபால மிஸ்ரர் வெளியில போயிருக்காரு அவரு. கோபால மிஸ்ரஹ கதவான். That makes more sense. But Gopala Mishra I'm
going to start from this paragraph from the beginning. நான் அப்புறம் கட் பண்ணிட போறேன்.
தஸ்மின் சமயே சஹ
गोपालमिश्रः च गोपालमिश्रा वीत्यन्तरवृत्तस्य युद्धस्य स्वपुत्रस्य च न कस्यचित् सम्बन्धः इति न कश्चित् सम्बन्धः इति. How did he know? When he went to see his friend and he stayed there, ततः प्रत्यागतः इति च तत्त्वं जानन्. Now who does this involve? भ्रान्तस्य कस्यचित् वचनश्रवणमात्रेण उपनिपतिताम् आत्मनः विमृश्यकारितां विचिन्त्य चिरं विप्रतिसारभरित so I think we are right, we were right. So saha is bahubanu. So I would rather
yeah it makes more sense.
Gopala Mishraha cha idu ipdi potukuren oru nimasham.
That makes sense.
Then we can put the sannihitaha also, that also, because the book has sannihitaha.
That makes sense. Now the quotes make sense. Punctuation saves the day.
Yeah. Okay. This is better.
Iti cha tattvam janan bhrantasya kasyachit vachanashravana matrena upanipatitam atmanah avimrishyakaritam vichintya. So thinking over, having thought over his haste, avimrishyakarita, his haste, doing in haste, his
hasty action,
his own hasty actions, which was upanipatitam, which had befallen. Thinking about that, chiram vipratisara bharita cheta abhavat. Vipratisara bharita cheta. So a mind which was bharita, burdened by vipratisara.
Pratisaramna iduvada irukano. Regret.
Okay, so a mind which was burdened by regret.
Anushayah. Vipratisara iti anushayah. Repentance. Okay. His mind was filled with the regret.
Chiram vipratisara bharita chetaha iti visarga asti tatra. If you padacheda, right? Sakara pulinga chetas iti. Medhaha medasau medasah. Vipratisara bharita chetaha abhavat.
It is Yudhishthira Mukhena. I made a mistake. It is Yudhishthira Mukhena eva. Prathamam Bhimasya Vachanam. I thought this was in the beginning within the 15 shlokas. That's why I made a mistake of thinking it's Bhima. First Bhima talks and then Yudhishthira says we should not do things in haste. Then it is Vyasa's speech. So I got confused there.
Okay.
So ataha Yudhishthira Mukhena महाकविः भारविः आह सहसा विदधीतन क्रियाम् अविवेकः परमापदां पदं वृणुते नु इति मन्ये.
There is vrinute is also there. The word is valid.
But is the meaning the same as the question? If you say the vrinutah vrinvanti,
atmanepadi is vrinate.
Of the same dhatu? The ubhayapadi?
Yeah.
It is an ubhayapadi. But vrinute தான் correct. Vrinate varad.
There is also vrinj sambhaktau, which is the atmanepadi, which means
that's
to
a different meaning, yeah.
Because all those sampat come and reach him, right? They come to serve him.
No, sampadaha vrinute. The wealth chooses.
No, so vrinate is correct. Yenna vrinate is bahuvachanam. Vrinute is ekavachanam.
Vrinute, vrinvate, vrinvate இல்லையா? அது வந்து பாஸ்பை இல்லையா?
அதனால தான் vrinate வரணும்.
ஆத்மனேல எப்படி வரும் full thing?
Vrinute, vrinvate, vrinvate. Vrunushe, vrinvathe, vrinvadve.
The
அப்போ இப்ப
other one
விருணாத்தே
is
எங்க பகுவச்சனம் எங்க வருது?
ஒரு
விருணாத்தே.
the
நிமிஷம் அது
other one
இல்ல.
is vrinite, vrinate, vrinate.
ஓ
That one.
ஓ விருணீதே விருணாதே.
Vrinate, vrinate, vrinat.
காமிங்க ஒரு தடவை காமிங்க.
Vrinite, yes.
Vrung sambhaktau.
Krayadi, Atmanepadi, Sakarmaka. So vrinite, vrinate, vrinate.
விருணீதே விருணாதே விருணதே.
Krinite, madri. Krinate, krinate.
But
அது
okay.
மாதிரி வரும்.
So sambhaktau, if you look at this dhatu sambhaktau, okay, one second.
இதோ இருக்கு.
To serve
Or
the
even accept. They choose. You can even take this.
That's what I was thinking of choose, but okay, fine. Serving is also fine. Okay.
Varane, bring varane is also fine.
Evam varane. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Okay, so vru dirgharukaranta dhatu. Very nice. Okay. So vrunate. Vrunatehi vimrishyakarinam gunalubdhaha swayameva sampadaha. So sampadaha gunalubdhaha sampadaha. Right? So sampadaha bahuvachanam. Gunalubdhaha iti bahuvachanam. So wealth which is full of good qualities. Wealth which desires people with good quality.
Good gunaihi grihya lubdha.
So the wealth which is actually, the wealth goes to the person who has good character.
So wealth which is very greedy for people who have qualities. So gunalubdhaha sampadaha swayameva
vimrishyakarinam vrunate. But yeah, they will choose, they serve the person who does actions after deliberation.
Vimrishya, after thinking well.
Iti yudhishthirah vadati. Sah tu yuddhe sthirah eva. Tasmat chintya eva karoti sarvam.
Yeah.